Hey y'all, so I figured since I've got some time to myself and I've got the house pretty much empty, I'd do some work on Abby today. Mostly just lights. I want to get new lenses on the rears and the reverse light switch fixed. So right now the reverse light switch is in, just have to get it tightened up. One thing to note, however, and you might see some of the oil here. I made a huge mess of this under area, getting that old reverse light switch out of here. So, if I can get a good angle here. There it is, it's in. It's not tightened up, but it's in there. I didn't expect a lot of oil to come out, but if you're doing this yourself and you've recently put oil in the transmission, be prepared. Get an oil pan ready and just prepare for a lot of oil. So now that the switch is in, I'm going to wire it up. Should be able to use the old wire here. It's not too great and I'll probably have to replace it, but I'm gonna see if I can use it. But first I have to clean the floor. So recently our buddy VW Jawbreaker gave us some of this super clean floor absorbent, which should work on most of the oil there. So I'm gonna use this and I should be back whenever the floor is clean. Just sweeping up the last bit of absorbent here, and you can really see how well that worked. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, and I probably should have used more absorbent, but there was a lot of oil on the floor. And now, it's pretty much almost dry. There's just a spot. So, gonna sweep up the rest of this, tighten up the switch, and then maybe show you guys how I'm gonna wire it, because got some absorbent on the wires, so I'm gonna have to redo it. But yeah, I'll get this swept up and I'll be back soon. Alright, so wiring is all done back here. You can see that little connector. There's the inline fuse I told you about, which is now wired up to our main and back around to back there. So those are both fed back behind the engine there. So I'll get those plugged in. I'm not sure what the polarity is on them, so I'm sure I'll shock myself in the process, but I'll show you when it's all wired up. Just wanted to show you guys something. So this car came with this little connector here to go to the, I believe it's the negative on the reverse light switch. And I replaced that with just this regular connector because I believe that this will work a whole lot better than that, because it's, I don't know if you can see that, but it's really hard to get a connector in there. So I just did that. And then there's also the little inline fuse that was originally a ceramic fuse. We've gone ahead and replaced that with this regular automotive inline fuse. Let's see if I can get it open here. Yep. So that's just a regular 10 amp blade fuse. And we had this in here with the old switch because we figured that it was just wiring that was wrong, but no, it was the actual switch. So got this in here, so I'll do the rest of the wiring and then I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, so the reverse light switch is all replaced and I've put the reverse lights in. As you can see, I don't believe we said this in our last video, we've replaced all of these incandescent bulbs with LEDs. Same on this side. And the front turn signals too, I won't take those apart so that you can see it, but they're all replaced with LEDs. So I don't have to worry about running out of juice on the old bulbs. So, let's test them out here. Key is off currently. Put the car in reverse. Turn on the car. As you can see, the reverse lights work. So I'll turn off the car here. So one last thing that I'm doing today is replacing these old lenses. These aren't completely old, but as you can see, they're cracked at the top. And at the bottom here, there isn't even a screw hole. And this one's missing its reflector. The other one's got it over here. But they're both old, and I wanted to get new ones. And I thought, hey, since I'm getting new ones, why not go for this European style with the amber at the top? So that's what I did. Let's put them on and I'll show you how they look. So the new lenses are on, and I think they look pretty good. They aren't the most perfect fit, but that's what you get when you choose aftermarket parts. As you can see, we got a little bit of a gap here in between the chrome ring and the actual lens itself. That might be either a fault of the actual chrome ring itself or just the way the lens is made. But they look good. So let me show you how the turn signals look. It's really the only real change. And I think they look pretty good. Nice and bright with those LEDs. And then show you how the first lights look. They aren't too bright, but at night you'll definitely see them. Yeah, I think this turned out pretty alright. So, that's it for this video. If you liked it, like it. Subscribe, comment, all that. Any tips that you have in the comments, please. We could always use more tips. That should be it, and we'll see you in the next one.